Hello guys and welcome to my Mercy Wing tutorial. As reference, I always choose a picture that shows the part I wanted to do in different angles. Here I have the New Year Mercy skin concept art. My blueprinting is pretty basic and simple. I just trace everything from PC and measure it with parts from the artwork and my body size or arm length or something. For that video I decided to make the wing way smaller than I did my Mercy wings to show everything better. Just trace it soft on your screen, you can draw the lines finer before you start to cut out. I usually write the cutting angle on my paper dummy and color them to make sure that I'm doing it right. You can copy your paper dummy now and separate it into different pieces. Here you can see what I talked about with cutting angle. Where foam pieces get glued later, I usually cut into a 45 degrees angle. On my other projects with foam I just used cheap carpet knives, but these ones from Axle Blade are so sharp and awesome to work with, I totally love them. And the sharper the knife, the safer you can cut the right angle and don't have to clean up messy seams later. So here you can see where we put the foam pieces together later. And you can also see why the right cutting angle is so important. When you glued it and heat it up later, it will super easy get together. Okay, time for the upper base part. You know the drill. I do nearly everything on my custom parts that way. And here you go again, 45 degrees. So here's everything cutted out and you can already recognize the wing shape a bit. And if yours doesn't look like this, you did totally wrong. Okay, just kidding, I'm fine. Okay, time for gluing. That's probably one of my favorite parts, but my glue is a little bit older and not so liquid-like anymore, but yeah, it still works. I do that normally with one-way gloves on, but yeah, they were empty. Important is that you give the glue the time it takes to dry enough. You can also use a hairdryer if you're in cosplayer's hurry. When the glue is okay and the seams are clean, you can super easy put them together, but take time while doing this, because tearing it apart can damage the foam piece. Use your heat gun for shaping it after it's glued, and let it cool while you hold it or put something on it that makes it stay in shape. For putting it together you can use contact glue or hot glue. I prefer contact glue for myself. Just look at your reference picture and make sure that you put everything together nice. Blueprinting goes the same way like before. Here's just gluing and reheating and shaping, putting together. Okay, now here is how to attach the wings. I use PVC pipes for that you just stick together. Foam is pretty lightweight, so you can just put them in and it's fine. But make sure that the pipes are tight enough to make it stay safely and not falling off. Just use heat to shape and cut, and reheat to get the round shape of the pipe again. But keep calm while doing this and be careful. Now it's just pretty basic, hot glued in, very professional. Here you can see the simple stick together thing. For bigger wings you probably need 2 pipes. And that's just it. That's where the magic happens. The heaviest part is done. We just need to do these things here in foam and glue them in. Oh, look at these. You just need to put some hot glues to make that stick together, and then you can just put this roll together glued thing and glue it inside your wing base. In this step I'm covering the hole that is left from the padding. I just put on some masking tape and painted the missing part on. Then I put it onto foam and cutted it out in a 45 degrees to make it match into the gap. A bit of contact glue on both sides will do the job, and we can Dremel it before priming. While the glue is drying, we can care about the hole on the other side. For covering that, I just put some thicker foam in and painted a line on. I did this 2 times and glued it together as well. Don't get mad if the foam is looking out a little bit, you can still Dremel everything carefully, and foam can be forgiving if you keep care. Here I built a small attachment piece out of thermoplastic covered foam and the pipe piece where we stick the wing on. It's just to demonstrate the attachment. I did the same on my Mercy cosplay. I just heated up the backside and sticked it on my breastplate back. For the layer and detail on the wing, you just use the thing that we cut off from our blueprint. Cut it out 2 times, glue it together and contact or hot glue it on the wing. And don't forget to heat shape it, cause foam sometimes got its own will. And here you have your finished Mercy foam wings. I got a cool video tagged in my video description from KamuiCosplay how to prime EVA foam, and that's a pretty good help in this mess of priming supplies. Just make sure that you use high density foam for crafting those wings, cause they can get a bit wobbly if the foam is too soft. And heat seal them before you prime it. As I already told you, I made the wings smaller for that video, but for my Mercy cosplay, I used 10mm high density foam for the wing base and wing extensions, 5mm high density foam for the layer on top, and 3mm of crafting foam for the tiny detail.